Greetings from Singapore. That's right, we are back in Singapore only for 17 hours. Last you saw us, we were in Yogyakarta. From there, we flew to Bali, where honestly, we took 2 whole days off.
Different language, different culture, just a couple hundred miles away.
We did not film, and we just relaxed and enjoyed a little bit of Bali before starting our super, I hope I said super enough, long journey home. I'm starting this video from one of the smallest hotel rooms we have ever had. We'll show you it a little bit later. For now, we are really excited to check out the Jewel. Attached to the Changi Airport. We have heard wonderful things about Changi Airport and the Jewel, and it is supposed to be amazing. So we are going to make the most of our 17 hours by not sleeping a whole lot, but filming a whole lot. So we better get started. Are you ready, Bill?
But it's still just an airport, right?
Our first stop is going to be the iconic waterfall in the middle. We've managed to avoid seeing it so far, so I'm so excited to see it. All right, we can see just the top of it so far.
It's big. Wow.
There you go. I think it's the largest indoor waterfall in the world. Right here in front of us. At basically a mall attached to an airport. Pretty cool. What is equally impressive to the really tall waterfall is the amount of greenery surrounding it. Singapore has managed to shove a garden inside the mall, and it's beautiful and so unexpected. Everybody talks about the waterfall that's right here, but nobody told me about all the green that it's surrounded by. We should have known better because Singapore. It's beautiful. It smells so good too, like really fresh and airy and green, and it smells as nice as it looks. I hope by the time this airs, somebody has told us what that coffee, nutty, caramelly, nutty smell is that we've been smelling all over Singapore. I smell it right here. Here's what I'm by. I hope somebody's already told me what it smells like. Oh man, I love it. To be honest, this kind of reminds me of a black hole. Not that I've seen one of those in person.
Also, there's no drone use in here. I don't honestly know how anyone would do that, but I guess someone tried it, and that's probably why there's the sign up.
What is this? There's a bunch of bamboo and panda bears. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, it reminds me of the ones we saw at the zoo. They're so cute. These ones are fake. They don't have actual pandas in the mall, just to be clear. The bamboo, however, is real. Warning, some riders may get wet. These caution signs look like bananas. Oh, Singapore. Did you guys know they sometimes stop it? It's not raining right now. It's just misty. I mean, the mist is pretty. It doesn't really show up on camera well because the background is white, but it's really pretty. But why did they stop the waterfall? Wait.
Start again. There
I just need to ask about it.
In addition to the giant waterfall, there's a kind of sinkhole at the very bottom. It's just a ton of water flowing into that. The great thing about Changi and the Jewel here is you can just stop by here on a layover, and there's lots of things to see, lots of stuff to do, and you can just visit it on a relatively short layover. So you see people here with their luggage being pulled around, and because you can visit this on a layover. So one of the really interesting things about the Jewel is we're actually in the public area. You don't need an airplane ticket to get into this area or anything. So anyone can come off the street and enjoy the Jewel or go visit the mall. However, if you are on a short connection, you can actually see the Jewel by taking a tram between terminals 2 and 3. And you can see that right here. That's just a great part of the design. So if you are here on a layover and you got a bunch of bags, you may not want to haul them around, especially up here. So there's actually bag storage available. I think it's 5 Singapore dollars. We're not sure how big the lockers are, but it is available.
We actually haven't seen any like fast food type places or fast food counters, so we actually did a sit-down dinner.
So you might be thinking, well, okay, you've got an airport which has a mall and it's got a big waterfall in it, but hey, it's just a mall or it's just an airport. Well, you haven't seen it all yet. Up here in level 5 is all the fun stuff.
It's pretty dark out now, so we're going to do the Canopy Park at the top. Just bought our tickets for that. So we're gonna see what foggy bowls are and what other things are included with the Canopy Park. It was only 5 Singapore dollars to get in, so we had to see what they had.
As you're walking through this lovely forest at night, the trees will all sense your presence, and then the light turns on and it changes colors depending on what's going on and who's walking by. And it also plays a song or a tone based on the color. So it's pretty cool.
We are at a little lookout that is right when you come out of the mirror maze. Not something that we did, but you can get to it if you do the Canopy Park. It's a beautiful overlook with the waterfall behind you, and you're looking down on it. It's similar to the Canopy Bridge, but included with the Canopy Park entrance. So I think this is a pretty awesome place. Look at it. All the colors of the water at night are jewel toned. Yes, they are. From up here you can see really far down into the wormhole, which occasionally looks like lava if it's red and orange. Included in your ticket are the discovery slides, which are for kids and adults, and honestly not the best place to watch the light show from because you're actually a little bit too high, which means you gotta go down the slides for a better view. Hey Bill, what did you think of your slide?
So the slide was great, but it was one of those I don't fit situations. I think this is probably going to be an I don't fit situation. Whoa, okay, I made it. Just. Curves were too tight and my feet kept skipping on the bottom of the slide.
To be fair, my feet also stuck to the bottom. I would maybe consider trying to do it without shoes if they'd let me.
That's the way to go, without shoes, if they let you, I don't know.
They just announced that there is a sound and light show at 8 o'clock, and it's just a few minutes to 8, so we've hurried back to our perch overlooking everything. And hopefully it's cool. I love the light shows that are in like Las Vegas at the Bellagio, and we've seen them other places. My expectations are high. We'll see Changi Airport.
And in case you forgot we were at an airport, there's the control tower.
The HSBC Great Vortex Light and Sound Show will be starting soon. Please enjoy the show.
You know, that was not bad. I don't know what I expected, but that was reputable. My only complaint is that it only lasted like 7 minutes. Maybe not even 7 minutes. It was really cool though. The water sometimes looked like it was going up and sideways, and I saw it beating hard, I swear, at one point. I liked it.
It's pretty amazing what they can do with a waterfall, some lights, and a little bit of music.
not bad. We're impressed. By the way, if you are here at night, make sure you check the schedule because that light show only happens like 2 or 3 times a night, and you want to make sure that you're in a good place to watch it. And I would say the perch up here at the Canopy Park that we had all to ourselves is the perfect spot.
This whole area really reminds us both of a lot of the Marina Bay attractions, which we've been to, and if you haven't seen those videos yet, click the link up here.
Oh, I blend in with the background. Well, that Canopy Park is pretty impressive for 5 Singapore dollars. That's an easy recommendation. If you had a little bit of extra time, I'd definitely come through here and do some of the extra things that are up on top, get a different view down into the waterfall and the people below you. Thumbs up. Well, we found all the fast food in the basement. Of course it's in the basement. We should have known that. What are we, rookies? Jeez. This is where we should have had dinner. Okay, is this a yay or a nay?
So this is someplace inside the black hole here, but they've got a protective plastic sheath on here so nobody gets wet. It's weird. Wild stuff.
Well, it's about 9:30 and we are starting to drag. We got up this morning at 5 o'clock. I can't believe how busy this still is at 9:30. I don't know if this is just transit passengers or if this is Singaporeans who are out, but this mall is hopping at 9:30. Wow. Well, we said we would do a room tour, and this is it. This is with a really wide angle camera. I would say that this room is maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. It basically is a bed with not that much floor space. For some reason, the bed, you can't put your bags all the way under it, which is kind of weird. Also kind of weird is that you can have purple as a color for your lights, but no other color. There must be something about that being conducive to sleep. You have some nice shelves for storage. This lifts up and is a table, and over here we have a chair that goes with it.
You should be able to figure this out. Barely enough room to sit in the thing. But anyway, the only chair is a fold-up chair.
This is a very efficient bathroom with a shower back there and all the essentials. And that is our little hotel room. Quick tip, if you do want to stay at the Yotelair, don't book through them, book through a third-party booking service. This is one where you can save a lot of money by not booking directly through them, and that's what we did. And it's nice to have an actual bed to lay our heads for the night instead of a bench on the airport, which is something that we did indeed consider.
If you are passing through Singapore, it'd be a shame not to visit the place. You should really make time. If you can make a little bit longer layover, my guess is...
Maybe not 17 hours though. It really is a long time.
If normally you have a 2 or 3 hour layover, figure out a way to make it 7.
This is such an interesting blend of spaces, really. There are people that I can see behind Bill that are toting around all their luggage, doing their shopping, looking at the Jewel waterfall behind us. I don't know whether it's a mall or whether it's an airport or shopping within an airport, and I don't know that needs definition, honestly. What it is a really unique space that if you're transiting through Singapore, I hope you have enough time to visit.
Normally we don't want things going kaboom in airports.